Welcome to Synopsis Pictures. And today we will be talking about an episode of a Filipino drama show called Magpakailanman, forevermore in English. Please turn closed captions on for the best viewing experience. Please click or tap on the subscribe button to support the channel. It may be a simple task for you, but it is very valuable for us. Our story begins with a mother who's angry at her daughter Pressie and her husband Tony for getting married. Without their blessings, the father came around, and Pressie apologized for getting married in a hurry because she's pregnant. Then they both went out to live their married life together. They didn't have much cash with them, since they're only high school graduates. Tony worked as a construction worker to sustain his wife, but his monthly wages are not enough to get by. One night when Tony got home from work, he found his wife sitting outside their home. They were apparently evicted by the landlord for not paying rent. Fortunately, Tony found a new job as a meat repacker somewhere in the city. He got to know the employer, a young woman named Rochelle. Because Tony was a handsome man, she gave him an incentive of living in one of her apartments close to her home. One day, Rochelle brought Tony to her home, taught him how to do accounting, and he surprisingly learned fast. That night when the couple was getting ready for dinner, Rochelle suddenly showed up bringing food with her, and she joins them. Pressie got tragic news about her father. He had a heart attack and was rushed to the hospital, meaning she'll be obligated to help financially. At work, in Rochelle's office, she seduced Tony and took control of him. Because of her advances, Tony didn't notice his wife's text messages that she's been rushed to the hospital to give birth. While Rochelle and Tony were in a car, he frankly told her they need to stop what they were doing. Tony's conscience has gotten into him, but Rochelle is willing to pay him more to keep him quiet. Baptism day came. Tony and Pressie's child has been christened. She noticed how Rochelle looks at her husband and knew they're hiding something. Back at Rochelle's office, Tony told her of his resignation, but she requested him to think it over. Now that he's a father, and his father-in-law is still confined in a hospital. But Tony made up his mind, while Rochelle begged him to stick around. Back at home, Tony admitted to his wife he let Rochelle do as she pleases with him in exchange for salary bonuses. The next evening, Pressie asked Rochelle to come over, gave her all the hospital bills of her father, and told her she can have her husband in exchange for paying for them, and they have an agreement. Later on that night, the couple were arguing about Pressie's decision of selling him like meat, but they didn't make it that big of an issue, since Pressie wanted her father's bills paid, and Tony enjoyed Rochelle's intimacy. In the morning, Tony went to Rochelle's house, did their business, and Pressie's dad's bills were fully paid. Pressie and Rochelle met outside her house. She wanted her husband back, but Rochelle can't do that, since Tony already belongs to her, and reminded Pressie she sold him to her. She went to church to pray for the chaos in her family, hoping Tony will return to her. Her prayer was quickly answered. He came to her and told her he's resigned from the company for good. Please subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon, or leave a like and a comment. It will help the channel out. Thank you for watching the Synopsis Pictures.